What's up, roofing contractors? This is Michael Mignona, and in this video, I want to talk to you about Google reviews and specifically why they're so important and why they're so effective at getting you more business. When you have lots of Google reviews, you actually notice an uptick in business without having to pay for anything, and how you can get those reviews in two different ways. One of them is a no-cost solution for you to get reviews, but it takes a little bit of work on your end. I tell you exactly how to do it, and I provide templates and copy and paste kinds of things so you can make that happen. The other solution costs money every month because it's software, and I'll tell you about that, but it's not expensive and it's incredible, and I'll even show you some results that my clients are getting, and it's just amazing. So let's jump right into this because, Google reviews are not the thing that I do for my clients as my bread and butter. This is kind of like a supplemental thing that I help my clients with because it's just such an important thing to do if you want to get to that next level. And once you have a lead generating system in place, like the one that I set you up with if you end up working for me, or with me, I should say, when you get Google reviews, it really propels you to the next level because now that you've got all these leads coming in and you're doing 10 jobs a month, you've got a lot of people to ask for reviews from. So you might as well get reviews from those people, because if you have 50 5-star reviews on Google, people are going to choose you over someone else, because how could so many people be wrong? So let's back up a little bit, talk about what Google reviews are, why they're so effective, why they're so important, and then we'll talk about how to get those reviews. So it's pretty obvious why they're so effective and why they're so important. And that's because Google rules the world at this point. 90 huge percent amount of people are using Google, not Bing or Yahoo or DuckDuckGo or something else, to search for things and solutions for their problems. They're going on Google oftentimes to not just search for a roofer, but to do reconnaissance on a roofer they may already be considering. So, Google is used just as much for people investigating a contractor they're already considering as it is for people that haven't found a contractor yet. And that's a really important point to make. So what they're doing is they're going on Google, typing in the name of the business, and then they're seeing how many reviews they have and what they say and if they even exist. So when you have a Google business profile that has reviews, it's usually an instantaneous feeling of validation and security in the mind of the homeowner. So if you have a lot of amazing reviews, what happens is it's a really quick thing. The homeowner goes on Google, types in your business name, sees your profile. It shows up really prominently on the right side of the screen, hopefully if it's done properly, with 48 reviews, 57 reviews, 100 reviews, an overall star rating of 4.9. And they think to themselves, wow, this company is clearly legit. How could so many people be wrong? It's that social validation. It's how could so many people not have a wrong thought about what this company's all about. They clearly, tons of people love them. It's probably, I should definitely consider this company in my top 1, 2, or 3 people that I might hire at the end of the, when I make my decision. So you're either there or you're not. I mean, if they go to Google and they're between you and someone else, and you gave them a proposal and maybe it was even $1,000 less than the other guy, but when they go on Google, the other guy has 47 reviews with a 4.8 star rating, and you have 7 Google reviews. It doesn't even matter that they're all 5 stars. You only have 7 reviews. Like, who are you at that point, right? So it's really important to have a lot of good Google reviews. It'll make you more money. Not to mention the fact that when you have more Google reviews, you start showing up higher in Google's search results, and particularly in the Maps 3-pack. And the reason that you show up higher in the Maps 3-pack when you have more reviews is because at the end of the day, Google wants to give people the best answers that they possibly can to their questions. And think about this for a second. If Google recommended a bunch of really shady contractors to people typing in roofer near me, then eventually people are going to stop typing in roofer near me to Google because they learn that the results that they get are really bad. Google has won, and they're the biggest search engine by far, because on the whole, they provide the best search results. They might not provide the best search results for some things going on in our culture and society at the moment, but that's another video. It's also none of my business. But they are really good at providing amazing search results for things like roofer near me and things like that. So what having a bunch of amazing reviews does is it says to Google, listen, I'm a legitimate contractor. People love me. You should recommend me to people that search for roofer near me or roofing contractor or roof installation near me or whatever, because I do a great job. And if Google believes that that's true, and reviews are one of the big drivers in them believing that, then they'll be more inclined to show you in search results, because at the end of the day, like I said, they want their clients, which are everyone that searches, that's their client base. They want their clients to get the best recommendations from them possible. So that's why Google reviews are so important. How do you get them? How do you actually get Google reviews? Well, most people just wait and they just sit back and they're like, why don't I have a lot of Google reviews? Why don't people leave them for me? And the answer is because no one leaves a Google review. Very few people, I should say, leave Google reviews without being asked to leave a Google review. So the short answer is you have to ask for them. The challenge, though, is that how do you ask for them so that your clients find it so easy to leave a Google review that it's almost a no-brainer for them. Okay, that's the biggest hurdle in getting Google reviews, is friction. Okay, and that friction is anything that makes it difficult or confusing or annoying to leave a Google review for a business that you have just bought services from. So what most people do is they just say, hey, will you leave me a review on Google? And that's it. That's not gonna work. Okay, what you need to do is you need to ask them to leave you a review on Google. You need to say a couple things to get them to want to leave a review and to kind of plant the seed in their mind. But then you need to give them a link that they can click, a single link that they can click, and it takes them right to leave a review. Okay, and what I teach in the course that you can download, it's somewhere around this video, there's a link to go get enrolled in the course. It's only $1, by the way, is exactly what to say when you email and text these people, how often to email and text them, how to get into the right mindset, everything, and also how to get that special link that makes it so that when they click it, either from their phone or from their email, it takes them immediately to Google, and in their face pops up the review screen for your business. Okay, so I teach you exactly step by step. You don't have to know anything about computers or the internet or anything. I teach you exactly how to do that. In fact, if you don't even have a Google business profile yet, in the course, I teach you step by step how to create one. So you can actually have your own Google business profile to get reviews on. So this is great for beginners as well as people who've been around for a while and simply have neglected getting Google reviews on their Google business profile. So get the course. It's $1. It's right below somewhere. There's a link or a button or something. You'll see it, I promise. Do that. Get enrolled. It's $1. I swear to God, it's $1. It's so cheap. I make it $1 because I'm gonna be completely transparent with you, as always, okay? I'm making it $1 because if you're not my client yet, and I can convince you to trust me enough to give me $1, to put your credit card information into something that I am providing for you, and then you find it super valuable, which you will because it's an amazing mini course that I've created on how to get these Google reviews, then you're this much closer to wanting to talk to me about the other services I offer, which cost a lot more than $1, okay? So this is in my interest to charge you $1 because, it's a trade. I'm building trust with you and you're building it with me, and it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So, and it's only $1. So you get charged $1, You take the course, it makes you way more than $1. It improves your business like a lot, and it's like a no-brainer. So if he can do that for $1, what can he do for the money he charges for the other things he does? That's what I want you to think. Back to what I was saying about Google reviews. So I teach exactly how to do it. Now, here's what's really cool about this course is even if you don't have a ton of past clients, let's say you've been doing sales for a company, you've broken off and started your own roofing company, or you just started your own roofing company because you were, doing some other sales stuff, but roofing somehow because whatever. You don't have a Google business profile. You don't have anyone to ask for reviews from. How do you get started? I teach you how to do this in the course. I teach you how to build your Google business profile, but I also teach you how to get reviews on it, even if you don't have a ton of past clients. And when I posted about this relatively recently, I had a lot of pushback, okay? A lot of people were like, this can't be ethical. You can't pad your Google business profile with reviews from people that didn't purchase anything from you. I completely disagree with that, and I'm going to explain why right now. When you get reviews from people who aren't your past clients, think of them as letters of recommendation, okay? You're new in the game. You are just starting your own company. You don't have any past clients to ask for reviews from. But you do have people in your life who know you, who like you, and who trust you, and who would happily write a letter of recommendation and post it as a Google review on your Google profile. So they're not lying and saying he did my roof when you didn't do his roof. What they're saying is, I have known so-and-so, they have integrity, they care about what they do, blah, 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 yada, yada. And I teach exactly how to do this in the course, what to say to them. I teach you the mindset to get into to make it happen. I give you more ideas about it. So that's another reason to get the course, especially if you're new in the game. But also if you've been in the game forever. I mean, if you can get 20 or so additional reviews from people who can vouch for you and provide letters of recommendation style reviews, that's a great thing. And it's legitimate. It is completely above board, and it's a fantastic thing. In fact, if I read those on someone's profile and they were informative and believable, which they obviously will be if they're real, I would gravitate toward that contractor because of how natural and helpful those letters of recommendation were. So definitely get the course if you want. You'll learn a ton. If the only thing you learn from the video you're watching right now is that Google reviews are super important, and that gets you to do something to make your Google reviews, to grow your Google reviews, or to create a Google business profile and to finally get that done, that's great. You don't need to purchase my $1 course, even though it's only $1, and it'll be hugely valuable. You can go do it yourself and figure it out and clunk through it. That's fine. I don't care, as long as you get value from it. The second part of this, this video that I want to just let you know about is if you do like the Google course, okay, that I'm selling for $1 and you get a ton of value from it, or if you don't even want to mess with a course and you want to have software that does all of this for you and more, you can let me know that as well. I sell that, and I even set it up for you. You don't have to do anything, and I then provide you an instructional video on exactly how to use it. And then you've got your review process automated, and you're getting tons of reviews. And I'll show you one of my clients who's doing just that. In fact, my client's name is Bryce. This is just one example. When he started with me, it was December 30th that we turned on the Google reviews software that he used from me. And his company had 28 reviews with like an overall star rating of like 4.7 or something like that. It is now January 13th, so it's been about 2 weeks. And he now has how many reviews does he have? 53 Google reviews with a 4.8 star rating overall. He's replying to the reviews and thanking people for leaving him good reviews. He's noticing an uptick in business just 2 weeks after running the software. simply because people are trusting him more, trusting his business more when they go to look at it on Google. I mean, it's incredible. And you can have it. This is a really amazing thing for businesses of a certain size that do a certain amount of business who can really benefit from automating the review procurement process. Otherwise, if you're a one-man show or a tiny operation, you have or a small, I shouldn't say tiny, like it's a bad thing. A boutique roofing company is fantastic. And I'm a one-man show myself. I've got, some assistants here and there to help me press some buttons, but otherwise it's really all me. Love that kind of setup. But if you have, if you're a small operation and you have an administrative assistant who can manually send out requests for reviews, according to what I teach in the course, a couple times a day, it takes just 10 minutes, then by all means, that's all you need, especially if they're good with organizing things and following up and knowing who they've reached out to and all of that. So either way, software is great for larger companies that need that automation. Course is amazing for people who just want to do it themselves or just who want to try it themselves before getting the actual software. So keep in mind that there is software available. Just ping me and I'll happily sell it to you. Actually, I believe if you enroll in the course for $1, I'm not sure if there's a link after you enroll to offer you the course, to offer you the software as well, but whatever. If you want it, there are many ways to get in touch with me. Go to my website, fill out a form, text me, call me, whatever, you'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it. I hope this was really, really helpful and gets you really excited about how Google reviews can help your business, and how easy it is to get them if you have a system, and also the fact that you can have a system if you just purchase my $1 course that teaches you everything to do. In fact, I got a text message the other day from another client of mine who's using this Google Reviews course that I created, and he's getting amazing results with it. He texted me just to tell me that he's getting amazing results. I didn't even ask him to text me. He just shared that with me. It was really cool. And I would love for you to have the same results, and you can. So click the link, do the thing, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye, guys.